starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Wow.
Well, it's
Those
Popcorn
socks
and
are
Pints is
ruined.
back. Yeah.
We were here
Superman.
last week.
Superman 78, Batman 89.
Should we do something about that empty seat between you and Puerto Rican Chris in that graphic?
He's all alone.
I'll move it. I'll fix it up. I'll make it better. Actually, I have some ideas.
Should we put a lawnmower there?
And Mick,
Maybe put Chris in the back and leave me and leave me and Puerto Rican Chris up front.
No, it's a leaf blower.
You know what the worst part is? Is like Chris wasn't being racial in any way. He just knows that Chris loves lawnmowers.
He does.
No, he really does.
He loves lawn care.
It makes
He
sense.
really does.
It's like a car, like, you know, it has an engine, has all this stuff. He likes fixing things.
Just give me
he
a
also
John
likes
Deere
gardening
hat.
and stuff. And
He's also
picking
here, and we can actually ask.
Oh, you got
Okay.
a John Deere?
It's not
Give me
fair.
a green and yellow John Deere hat or a John Deere logo on my worst day.
No, you know what you got to get? Juan Deere.
Oh dear God!
I'll allow it.
That was good.
I
That was
want
really
you to
good.
get a shirt so bad,
says Juan Deere.
or just please get some. Let's talk. You may be on to some merch here.
Juan Deere.
Oh my god, that would be great. All right, I have a shelf life here. I fucked up. I didn't do the math. I did RFK Jr. math today, and now I'm now I'm 600% more likely to not be the same person by the end of this episode.
There you
That's definitely that math. He went with 600%.
Hold up.
All right. Listen, I don't know what's going on.
Definitely that 600%. Yo, guys.
Aaron, you got to put a disclaimer on this episode. I got a feeling it's going to go
It's hot.
downhill.
It's hot.
Hold on. Before, so we've got.
Hang on, Chris. Hang on. I just got to pull this up. This is important. I'm just waiting for it to share it.
Take your time.
No, I hit share. It just takes longer to share now.
What?
It's a mule.
It's a mule.
Yeah. That is
Fantastic.
fucking funny.
This is the best.
That was. Oh man. We need a merch store, and that just needs to be the only piece in there.
It does. It does, and we do.
Friends, because you never need enemies. Love
Damn
it.
sure don't.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
I love it.
I'm fixing the thing now because you guys.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm gonna make it look
If
right.
you mess up my stream, cat.
I'm not. I
Not
promise
you,
you.
my cat.
Oh, I'm keeping this pulled up because
That's what she said.
I got that up on the side just in case. Because you need
The other day,
to
my internet went out till like 2:00 in the morning. I was
freaking.
able to text Sturdy, and then I was not able to text Sturdy. I wasn't able to make phone calls, nothing. So somebody hit a tower or something because I even lost cell network.
Was that Thursday night?
shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what happened. Listen to this shit. Last night around what was it, around like 10 or 11?
It was somewhere
I mean-
around like 10:30, quarter of.
Yeah,
quarter
it
of
was
11. I
close-
woke
yeah.
up at like quarter of 11, and the power was out.
So I'm just like I'm chilling, I'm winding down, just watching. No, I was getting ready to go take a quick shower and then come up and just kind of relax and watch YouTube, and the fucking power went out. So I'm like, fuck it, got a flashlight. I'm like, hot water is fine, so fuck it. So after a little bit, I was like, see when the power's coming on. The power wasn't coming on until like 2 a.m. Took a shower. Then like I'll sleep up here a lot because it's just comfortable up here. So we're up here chilling. Ended up falling asleep. I was like, watch, those lights are gonna turn on bright as shit because all the lights turn on, not just the last two that you had on, everything. And two of those bright ass lights turned on and woke me up at like 2 something in the morning. I was like, I knew this shit was gonna happen. I'd rather it be that than like say if your TV happened to turn back on or your stereo happened to turn back on, it was loud from whatever you were watching earlier. I'd rather wake up from like light than like loud noise because that's just like, oh shit, what the fuck. But
My first thought was the fucking timer on the coffee pot's not going to go off.
True.
hey man, I ain't mad.
No
at that.
coffee for you, sir.
But how is everybody doing? What did everybody do today? Let's go around the horn, so to speak. Go around
It's
the kernel.
private. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Naked
whole thing you and
yoga.
James were talking about off behind scenes.
I went to the park and did naked yoga.
Nice.
Well, that's good.
He scared the
Okay.
children.
I'm scared for the geese.
I just kind of hung out with the kids. Went out to dinner with my wife.
Nice.
Just a nice kind of
yeah, I did too. I went to dinner with my wife, but during the day, like morning, I think I was fucking around with Canva for 3 hours making a fucking thing, and
I like that.
I didn't like that. That's 3 hours, man. I was losing my mind.
But what I like about it is you didn't say, "Oh, fuck it," and give up and get all pissy and start crying and then call Mick like you did 2 weeks ago.
You want to know why? Because my video is supposed to be out on Friday, and I couldn't because of fucking Phil Mora, cheap fucking skank bastards.
Yep, that's what it is. Phil Mora.
Yep. Wondershare rip off.
Well, no, because he said he went through the free version and then tried to use some of the free things. They wouldn't let him anymore.
They wouldn't let me use up my effects and everything I use.
Yeah, because it's only for a limited time.
They suck.
Subscription shit. But nice, James. What about you, gamer? What'd you end up doing today?
Spent the early morning outside repotting some things, mixing some new soil or whatnot. We got a whole bunch of tray started for some new peppers and tomatoes. We had one of our baskets kind of got lanky and we didn't support it long enough, so it folded over and started choking itself out. So we just said, fuck it, culled it all, started over, and in a month or whatnot, I should have some more tomatoes or whatnot.
People, his farmer market dispensary will be
open
in July.
I got my pineapple plant transplanted, and then we hung out.
I wish you were my neighbor, man.
Wait, did you say pineapple?
Oh, yeah, I got a pineapple tray started. It survived all winter and everything, so now I put it in a bigger container. I'm getting it ready because now it's starting to get the new growth on the inside.
Nice.
Yeah, we got lemons. Oh, she put watermelon seeds all the way out by the fence too, out the back. So I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
That's gonna be cool.
Hell yeah.
We've been moving. We've been moving and grooving.
And what about you, Stories? How about you? Would you?
Not a whole lot. The dog's fucking driving me crazy. He's either a wild man or he's passed out. There's almost no in between.
That's pretty much like having a kid.
Yeah, it really, dude,
that's exactly what it is, like a toddler.
It really is. Into the fact that I have to plan to do stuff that I want to do when this little asshole's asleep.
Same thing. Same thing. And the funny thing too, right, is like I'll say more so from my perspective with like nieces and nephews and stuff. When you have them over, oh, can I see the baby? Like I just put that little bastard down to sleep. No, let that motherfucker sleep. And I'm sure it's the same with your dogs. They're like, oh, can we see the? Like, listen, no. He literally just laid down to go to sleep. No, let him sleep.
Oh, there's a delicate balance because if he lays down too early in the evening, I know that fucker's gonna wake me up extra early.
Same.
So there are certain points where like, and Sarah will fight me on him. Like, I gotta get him. No, I gotta get him up and run him wild. I don't want to do it. No, but I also don't want to wake up at 2 a.m.
It's all the same. It's all the only difference is here and there. The kids, they will wake up at like they'll be up like because when I would have my nephews and stuff over, I'll let them. I didn't give a shit. Listen, you want to stay up till 10 o'clock at night playing video games? I don't care. And then like they'd sleep till like 9 o'clock in the morning. My cousin, how the hell did he? You lucky. Like how did he sleep till 9? Like I let him stay up till like 10. Like, I let him stay up too, and he gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know.
He's respectful when he thinks over other people.
I'm sure Mick has dealt with that, where you let your kids stay up later when they're younger, just to maybe he'll sleep in, and boom, he's still up at 4 o'clock for no fucking reason.
My youngest didn't nap. He one day at like 1 year old was just stopped napping, and that was a very hard 6 years of my life, because once they get to like 6, they're not really napping as much anymore. They're in school now. It's a little different. That was a tough one. That kid never wanted to
with the puppy, he's just over 6 months now. We got him when he was 3, so not long after we got him, like I'd get up in the morning, and after a night of sleeping, he'd get up, he'd be excited to go out, eat, and then he would fucking plop back down when I sat down to drink my coffee. No, when I sit down to drink my coffee, that fucker wants to play, and he will bark until I give him something to do.
Yep.
I'm like, just lay down.
Oh, the same. What was I gonna say? So today I did that. Which Stories? I got this from you because I seen you had it on Facebook. The tater tot truck that you were gonna be going to it. So I was like, oh shit, let me check this out. I hit interested, and I sent it to the wife and showed her, and she's like, yeah, we could do it. So we did that today. And we hit up quite a few places. Like there were 17 places total. We hit up maybe at least 12.
Damn.
At least 12.
Nice.
But
who's the best one?
I don't remember all the spots. I know I have the thing in here.
I did just-
my favorite was from Wolf's Beer Garden. It was
Lily
them.
P's won, apparently.
Lily P's won. What did Lily P's have?
Who's printing stuff?
Lily P's.
That might be my fan. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Because it sounds like a printer.
I didn't really care. My wife liked Lily P's a lot. I didn't really care for it too much. I didn't like the aioli. But my favorite, as far as like a tot or like a potato thing, because it was more potato-y, was at Wolf Beer Garden. It was a deep fried potato with buffalo chicken it starts with some shizzle shit. I don't know. It's a German spot.
Yeah.
So there's that. And
Shiznit.
then let me see. There was another spot with like a food truck.
Potato shiznit.
The SUNY Schenectady food truck had a triple potato, some shit. It was purple potatoes, sweet potatoes.
Speak into your mic.
And bada with some coconut. That shit was good. Oh shit! Yeah, I had to move it over somehow. It was fire. It was fire. It was kind of
suck.
James, you know what your problem is? You had nasty tater tots.
Freezer.
That's what it is.
Yeah, price chopper freezer potato chops.
Dude, there's more things you could do than just putting ketchup and salt and pepper on them. Like these people they do some shit with them, which I'm impressed with.
Sucks.
These aren't. It's like potato-based dishes. This isn't tots with random toppings across it at a different place every time.
Some were, and then some were just like there was two that were just bad. Like there was one. I took a bite. Like we waited. We stepped outside. I took a bite of it. I literally just spit it out. She was like, "You can't spit that out right there." I was like, I couldn't help it. It was just one of those things. Like it was nasty.
Well, dude, it's like the wind walk when there's like a 2 or 3, 4 places that'll participate literally to just be part of it and have the grossest.
It's like you shouldn't.
The worst part of it. They just want people to come in.
Pretty much. Which I've never done the wing walk. I need to try it one of these years. Who do you go with usually?
Dude, I usually go with my childhood buddy and his wife and some friends of his.
Nice. I got to go one of these years.
Dude, it's perfect weather. It's usually like the first or second weekend in October. So it's usually, I don't even know how long we were doing it. There was one time it was raining, and that was bad. But last year, was
just awesome. Imagine Sturdy showing up, and everybody's in a white hood.
I'll just ask James to borrow his because I know he's not.
And he's just like, Chris is just like, listen, man, some things I didn't tell you.
Oh, I know.
I'm not gonna lie. It could go that way.
Again, James, can I borrow your white outfit when I go hang out with Chris?
Sure. Sturdy's all scared, but it turns out they're a church choir.
Listen, you gotta be prepared just in case.
Baptist.
Did you say Baptist?
I thought you said Batman.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, speaking of Batman, it's Superman.
Superman.
I'm down with just talking about tater.
Well, that's also good. One thing I wanted to point out. So we're watching Batman on this podcast. Me, Sturdy, and James for the second time.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
I don't even know how long ago it was we watched it the first
years
time.
Ago.
But it produced one of our favorite stories that we still.
We gotta save it for next. We gotta save it for next week though, because it happened either next week, because it was either Batman Forever or Batman and Robin.
I think Batman.
No, in 2 or 3 weeks. This one's way too good for that. This one's way too good for me.
Right.
Was it Batman?
It wasn't the quality of the movie that affected.
All right. Well, wait. Let's table it, and if it happened for one of those movies, let's find it, make a clip, and play it while we're doing it.
There you go.
That's a good idea. It was one of those. It was either Forever or Batman and Robin, to kind of refer back to.
Yeah, those are going to get ripped apart when we get.
Oh
there.
yeah.
But tonight we're talking about 2 good movies.
Yep.
We are. Superman from 78 and Batman from 89. I say let's kick it off with Superman, just because that's how we started off anyway. Might as well just go down the whole shebang like that. But we did a lot of talking, so let's dive into early ratings. James, what did you give Superman?
Superman is 7.
All right. Stories?
I'm actually right there with James. I'm going with a 7.
Nice. Gamer?
You know, I've never really liked this one. I've never really liked these. I don't know, like it's always one of those classics everybody throws back. I was forced to watch it again, just like
You're
the
too young.
Batman 66. I'm giving this one 5.
Okay. Nick?
It's actually funny. It's a little bit different for me. Like I would probably say the movie's worth a 7, but I'm gonna give it an 8 because Christopher Reeve as Superman was just like amazing. I still love him. He deserves a full point for himself.
That's fair. That's fair. I gave this one a 7 as well. Yeah, I give this one a 7. Didn't hate it. No, I didn't hate it at all. But I think I was thinking there was more action in it with Superman fighting and all. I know that a lot went on, but I was thinking like there was like more action. I haven't seen it in so long.
Like
I haven't
Superman
seen it
2
in
and 3.
Honestly, I probably haven't seen these movies, Superman, this one right here we're talking about now, since childhood, to be completely honest.
It's been a long ass time since
It's been years. And just from watching it from the other day, even though yes, I gave it a 7, I probably wouldn't watch it again unless I had to for a show or something. Just because it didn't really versus like Batman 89. Well, we'll get to it. But I'll tell you about that when I get there. But I'll just say I would watch that I could watch that whenever type of deal.
The one of the things I noticed in this was Christopher Reeves. Yeah, he's great. But man, is Clark Kent a pussy in this one? Like he plays it. He really pussifies Clark Kent. I think. Like I know he's supposed to. Be. I don't like. I know it's supposed to be like he's playing it off, but I feel like it was a little.
I want to give him extra credit though, because even when he shows you how he changes. Like when he goes back smaller, when he goes to tell her, but then like he grows on screen. He grows like 3 inches on screen the way he's standing and such. And like,
I'm doing that right now.
Yeah, well, I'm Superman, motherfucker. No, but it was a difference. It was the way he held his glasses, the way his hair was parted, because his hair is parted differently as Superman and Clark Kent. Like. I think he really encapsulated both really well. And yes, I do agree that the Clark Kent in this movie is a dweeb.
Oh, super,
but he was also playing a geek in the 70s. So I feel like for the time, it really fits. Like, because like you're not going to play that Clark Kent like last year's movie. He was cooler because geeks now are a little more
accepted. Cooler, and just I'll say even more understood. It's not just the whole. Plain, this is geek. That you wear glasses, you're a nerd. You wear thick glasses, you're soft. This, that, and the third. You're a pushover. It's like
somebody who doesn't. You don't even think to look at. Like they're not even important. Like that Superman, that Clark Kent wouldn't work in the '78 Superman, in my opinion. This guy does. Like this guy. So like I definitely see where it's very cartoonish, and I'm not putting. I get why people have that argument. I'm just saying I feel like he understood who Clark Kent was meant to be, though. And that's why, I really like.
I get it. And you can see the fucking 6-foot+ muscular dweeb standing out like he's oh dear God, no, I can't help you. No, I'd rather save myself. I'm like, okay, there were those few moments.
6'8" dweeb. People will overlook you. No. I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
When you looked like Christopher Reeves in 1978.
No, I'm even uglier. So people really overlooked me.
No, his worst enemy is a staircase.
Well, it was. He's not alive anymore. And his worst enemy is still the horse. You have to. You know what I mean? Like,
that's his arch nemesis.
Yeah, that's Kryptonite.
Damn.
That's what the horse's name was.
Wow.
Arch nemesis Reeves.
That was inspiration.
That was his Lex Luthor in real life.
That's true. Well, the horse owner was Lex Luthor, and Kryptonite was the key.
Well, can we also
that was Doomsday.
Actually, what I liked.
No, I'm not offended.
They even dyed the main green.
What I liked about this movie, like this was early in the comic book movie era. I liked it's not an origin story per se, but they cover enough of it in a short enough way Like you introduce him to his parents, you see the destruction of Krypton, and you get a good you get some good background, but it happens quickly to get him to Earth and stuff like that. So I thought that was really well. They didn't spend an hour of the movie establishing him as a baby on Krypton or what was going on there. Like you could tell there was like some political tension and stuff like that. They didn't overdo it. They didn't underdo it.
Can I just say something real quick? I didn't want to, just to add on to what you're saying. I wouldn't have been mad though if they did like the whole backstory of Superman here from Krypton on, like with his, even if they did like more of his parents' stuff. And then, or maybe if they had another movie for it, or whatever. But say they did more of his parents' stuff on Krypton, then up till like he's born and gets sent to Earth. If that was longer, that wouldn't have bothered me at all. Because I do enjoy that kind of stuff, like that kind of thing, especially if I don't really like. I know it somewhat, but I don't know it. No, like I know Batman's backstory with his parents being killed and all that, like right in front of all that shit. I wouldn't mind seeing a movie that does that, and hopefully down the road we get a Superman that kind of does that a little more than this one did.
There is
I forgot his father dies in this.
There is a Superman TV show called Krypton, which follows Clark Kent or Kal-El's grandfather. On Krypton. Being a father to Jor-El and such. So it wasn't bad. It was like a sci-fi show, but it was like done up like one of the CW shows.
I was just going to say that'd be pretty interesting because I haven't seen that, and now that you say that, I feel like I vaguely remember that being.
I never heard of it.
Me neither.
But like, what about because they redo the Superman movies all the time, of course. What about, delving deeper film-wise into...
Well, they kind of did with the Russell Crowe version. Now, one of the points I was going to make for this movie, and excuse me, before my time runs out, as we all know, is coming. But I wanted to...
Mick's dying.
I wanted to put, maybe by the end of the episode, I wanted to put forth by the Marlon Brando reasoning for why it's so short. Now, they started shooting Superman 1 and 2 back to back. Richard Donner was fired off of 2. And I forget what his name, Lewis something, he finished it out. And that's why you had the giant S and the other bullshit. That's why the Donner cut, personally, I would say we should watch the Donner cut for next week. Because it like cuts it to a more of a tone that he wanted to do when he was planning this out. But that's why we see Zod and everyone else and Crom and everybody else at the beginning of this on trial. It was because that was setting up too, because there was this big plan already. And what happens when he reverses Earth, he winds up breaking the Phantom Zone, and that's how they get free, and that's why 2 opens up that way. But to go back to the controversy of Marlon Brando, first of all, everyone was really tired of Marlon Brando on this. Christopher Reeve hated Marlon Brando, and he didn't hide that even in talk shows when he talked about it. He did not think he was professional. He didn't like him. He did not know his lines. He kept trying to change things. He wanted at some point to have Jor-El just speak through things, like a briefcase and stuff like that, so he could have less screen time. He was getting paid the highest amount of money at the time, or like $1 million. It was like $300 million, and plus like 11% of the profits of the movie. He wound up making like $19 million off of this movie. Okay. And he was only in it the amount that you saw.
Yeah,
and they couldn't even. He wouldn't even come back for the sequel.
That's bullshit.
So like he was never prepared. That's why like it is so short when it comes to him. Is because literally they had to patch things together because he was just terrible.
Well, fuck him. Because honestly,
he's a rapist, so I don't mind. We can say
even more so, but just because of I feel like it would have made it a better movie. I feel like it would have made it a better movie, especially for people like myself. Again, that doesn't really know Superman's backstory. Too well, and it's just a good way to kick it off. Like I know we watched the one from the 50s, but like we watched the one Batman from the 60s, but how the stories change up, whatever, and like, you get these ones. Like you get with this one, Batman 89, they don't do it, but they do it somewhat, and you already know his backstory anyway. But they still do something about it with it in this movie. In that movie, this movie they don't really do it too much or too well because they didn't do it like in the Batman movie. I'll say really quick just to compare it. They didn't do it as far as like a big long thing of it, but they did enough of it to where you got enough of what you needed. I wouldn't have been mad if they did more on that, but I feel like with the Superman one, but understanding from what you just said, I get why they probably couldn't even do it. But I would have been like, you know what? Fuck you. Let's get somebody else.
Yeah. I mean, this is a movie that has like 3 or 4 Oscar either nominated or winners. Marlon Brando, Ned Beatty, Gene Hackman. I mean, these are no slouches. Glenn Ford plays his father, or plays Jonathan Kent, who, you know, for anyone who's like a classic film buff, like he was a big star in classic Hollywood. Like there's like this movie was a major production, especially to plan for the sequel as well. Like they didn't really do that at that time.
Yeah.
One thing to add to it too, I put up in my notes. Sorry, it was very innovative. This was the flying sequences and the wire work and such, and it was very cool how they did it. What they did was rather than use a blue screen or a rear projection where they would show the city line behind them, they had this. I think it was called the Zoptic system, and it, just when they created it for this movie, it was a reflective piece behind him, right, and the camera had a projector on it, and what it would do is it would project on a screen behind the camera, which would go onto the reflective screen. So when you zoomed in on a character when they're flying, the screen zoomed in, so it felt like you were coming in and out. The wire work, they made bodysuits that made it look like, so because back in the day, the way they'd hook up, the harnesses always looked bulky, it was looked weird, but they made bodysuits to hook everything up to so they could move a little more like they were actually flying. Well, he was flying and such, and they did it for the sequel. But a very cool thing is they used piano wire this time around, and they put it on a motor where it would shake the wire at a certain, and because of the 24 frames per second, you couldn't see it. It would make the wire invisible.
Oh shit!
Interesting.
So like there was some very huge innovative work going on in the technical side of this movie that really, like, that's why it does look like he's flying, and I got to give them credit for what he does.
That's genius. But you want to know what's not genius in this movie? I'm going to get it out of the way.
Can't wait.
I might be doing our whatever the fuck it is, Kennedy Jr. math here. So when Luther shoots the missiles, one going to Jersey City.
No, it's Hackensack.
Hackensack. I changed it to Jersey City. But then the other one's going to the fucking California.
West Coast.
So when Lois dies, he goes back in time with the Earth, right? He basically rewinds her dying and getting crushed. But everything else still happened. So if do the math here. If he just
don't need to do the math on that.
Right. If he just got to her saving the one rocket.
Yeah.
And if he rewound time, wouldn't that fucking.
But he didn't. Okay. I'm not defending the science.
I'm so
I agree. But he didn't. He didn't know he could fly that fast. Remember earlier, she goes, "How fast can you fly?" He goes, "I don't know. I've never done it. I've never pushed myself to that limit." So that was him in his grief, not allowing, like, playing God. And that's okay. So there is a reason that it works in story, but yeah, the science does not work. So I agree with you.
Yeah.
Not defending it.
I was so confused.
It's an interesting task of, like, Superman can't be in two places at once. So what do we do? And to see him go that route and then turn the Earth back to, which is fucking insanity. But whatever. I would have rather just give him a point where he could fly into a portal or something. Like, he could fly so fast he could create a rip or something.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. We got what we got. But the cool part about it was when he did that, he brought her back to life and the balance was off, right? So that's why so many people die in the sequel, because he released them by doing so, he released them from the Phantom Zone, and that's why they show up in the second one. So I do like that they at least added a balance. Like, you did this, you shouldn't have done this, you played God, and this is what happened.
It's kind of like the Flash thing.
Yeah.
Paradox or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
And with him,
it's not a paradox. It just, he created it, but like it's just automatically. They did it. They actually revisited that in Smallville. When Lana dies, he saves her, and a life for a life. That's when Jonathan Kent does.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh shit, it does have to balance out. You're right. Yeah, that's why you never fuck with time. Going back in time, man.
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck something
Sound
up.
of thunder.
But yeah, but the little things like that, I see it. I was like, that don't make. I was like, I'm so confused. I was like, so he just let the fucking rocket go just to save her? So okay, fuck that rocket. I don't know, man.
He still wanted to get his rocket off, James, so he had to save his woman.
True.
Or the woman he's interested in.
Mrs. Tessmacher, the one whose mother's from Hackensack, Valerie Perrine, rest in peace. She just passed away like a month or so ago.
Oh shit.
She was also the star of Can't Stop the Music, the Village People movie.
Oh,
So,
I forgot about that.
I forgot
bring
about
it right
that.
back around. But yeah, this is like her most famous role.
Awesome.
By the way, who was that? Who was the woman in the movie? I can't remember her name in the movie. Who forced her lips on Superman? I mean, the ones on her face. When she took the kryptonite rock off his neck, and he was like, "You kissed
That was
me."
her. That was Mrs. Tessmacher.
Oh, okay. He was like, "Why?" That was so wrong. But he was like, "Why did you kiss me?" And she was like, "Because you wouldn't have if you were awake, pretty much." Like that is, if that was the other way around, that would be called out. So that's wrong. Don't do that
To anyone.
Huh?
Oh, okay. What about when Lex Luthor and his two cronies staged the car crash and the girl's laying on the street and the police come up and the one guy's like, "We need to do what do we do? A vigorous chest massage."
Yeah.
It's like, "I've got this. Everybody about face." I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
That is Ned Beatty plays Otis, and she plays Mrs. Tessmacher. As we go through, I will point out because they show up in other movies played by different actors. That it's not very prevalent, but they are mainstays.
Okay, similar to the Bond when we went through Bond with Money Penny and all them.
Oh yeah,
nice.
I did enjoy Lex Luthor and Otis and their interactions throughout this movie.
It seems like they understood the assignment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be mustache twirling villains, and that's what this is.
It's good. He's like, what?
Pretty much.
I don't remember how he phrased it, Lex Luthor or Gene Hackman. He's like, what does the number 200 have in common with both of us? That's my IQ and your weight. Or something like that.
It's kind of fucked up. Back in the 70s, 200 pounds, they thought it was like really
when he attacks him in the ambulance as they're driving away because he fucked up the missile coordinates. I'm like, that cracked me up. And then the next thing you know, they're driving a fucking semi, like literally 5 seconds later, trying to correct that. I'm like, okay, this is absurd.
It's kind of like the Pinky in the Brain in Animaniacs.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, when this movie was being put together, it was being put together as sort of a Batman 66, sort of a campy Superman. And do you know who? And I understand if you don't because it doesn't get talked about a lot. But do you know who is up for the role of Superman Clark Kent before? James Caan.
Oh,
James Caan.
Really?
Yeah. Could you imagine it? And wait until we get to Batman. I tell you who is up for the role for that beforehand.
James Gunn. Wow.
No, Caan.
Oh, James Caan.
James Gunn.
I thought you said. No, I thought you said James Gunn. Wow.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
So it was funny. It did sound like James Cunt.
It did sound like that a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, no. So it was going to be.
This isn't a British show, or Sturdy.
No, I didn't say cunt. I said gun. I thought you said James Gunn.
It's not what it sounded like.
Yeah, you say that now.
You can rewind and see. You can go rewind the live and see, and then fast forward right back to us.
I think everybody should go back and rewatch this episode.
For one, don't ask me because I would just admit, even if I didn't do it, like I said that.
Don't rewind it. Finish the episode and then go back.
Yeah,
and watch it again.
That too.
Listen to it again.
That too.
Then give somebody a vigorous chest massage.
I'm gonna ask my wife if I could have a vigorous chest massage.
And by the way,
out loud
in the 70s,
my chest is in my pants.
Like Christopher Reeve, I'm gonna say this. His head's blocky. It's kind of
Christopher Reeve, because you said it about the younger one. Jeff East played the younger.
Yeah, the younger one.
So was it Christopher Reeve's head is blocky?
No, never mind. Yeah, that's what I meant. The younger one. Whoever played that.
He was a teenager.
That was an ugly fucking kid.
How about that one scene with the pimp when he walks out of the thing and he's like, "Yo, hey, man, that's a badass suit." And he's like, "Excuse me," and he flies away.
Yeah.
How about when the little girl gets beat
Yeah.
When he saves the cat, Mommy, a flying man saved the cat. What did I tell you about lying? Whap! That's all you hear.
I heard that quick. I'm like, that can't be right. And then they just moved on with the movie.
Superman.
I forgot about that.
You know what's
He
fucked up?
surely would have heard that with his super sound and came back and straightened it down.
I was just say, like all he had to do was just fly right by her. It's like, hey, ma'am, she's not lying.
Well, did they have anything about child abuse back in the 70s, or were you allowed to beat your kid there?
He probably encouraged.
Yeah. If I'm proof, they wanted to do it.
Okay.
Speaking from experience of being a child in the early 90s, they didn't care then either. Like, do it.
Question. So Superman is flying Lois around. By the way, I enjoyed the scene where she's like, she wanted his D so bad. When he went to go visit her. He's like, what color's my underwear? It's like,
he told her though.
Dude, that was a what's it called? A metaphor for
sex?
her. Yeah, no, for her horny for Superman. The dam broke, flooded.
And he was using that X-ray vision when he could.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's another thing. It's like pink.
He did not hold back. But when he takes her flying, does he drop her on purpose to pretend to save her and get her even more horny?
Listen, first of all, I think that we need to move away from this line of questioning because
probably
like the science at the end, that whole holding her hand and she's
that's what I'm saying. I was about to bring that up.
She would have been down.
The gravity should have
I'm putting that aside, but he lets go and she falls. Does he do that on purpose because he knows he can?
I think he does to be like white savior.
Mm-hmm. He definitely does. He was hanging out on Earth way too damn long.
Oh, Superman. So I thought he was supposed to be good-hearted.
Although, is it white saviordom if you're Superman?
Wait,
like,
James,
or is it
James,
just expected?
Did James say heart or hearted?
It's
D because
it's someone who wants. It's someone who
they're both Caucasian consenting adults.
She wasn't consenting in that drop.
No. Oh well.
She wasn't consenting in the drop. She was consenting to get saved though.
She was like, I don't know if I want to tonight.
Why does Superman have a fin like an airplane?
You know what made it funnier is if
fin.
Here's what people don't know about the deleted scenes is after he dropped her and grabbed her like that, people thought it was raining out.
Wow. Nice.
Why does this rain smell like fish?
Damn.
Wow.
I love the montage in this movie of him like breaking up all the crimes.
Oh, that was good too.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
I enjoyed when the criminal is fucking suction cupping up the side of the building or whatever, and he's just standing there, like sideways. He's like, was the elevator broken?
Yeah, that's good.
But I like how he flies him down to a cop, and he's like, "They say confession's good for the soul." Well, this man has a lot to confess.
Yeah, you're gonna want to talk to this guy.
So, like, you just arrested him now?
And another thing, Superman. So no one knows at this time who the fuck Lex Luthor is. He
keeps it a secret until like
he brings him to the fucking prison, drops him like the warden and everything knows who they are. First thing question, I'm like, oh, Superman, like, who the fuck are these people? Oh, you didn't watch the news? This is the guy who launched the fucking missiles.
Superman doesn't believe in due process. He doesn't want to squabble with that. Just you humans, you go do your due process. I'm going to bring them to you. That's Superman's whole thing.
Well, it's kind of like and the other one is like in the comic books and shit where they tie up the robbers and hang them from a street post.
Like there's a few years ago, there was a Saturday Night Live sketch where Bruce Wayne is holding like a food drive at his house, and all of like the black castmates came in and they were just like, "Can you ask Batman to stop coming to our neck of the woods?" Like my uncle stole some gum and he beat his ass, broke his arm, and then hung him from a street light in his underwear. I don't think that's okay. And like they're all doing it, and like Bruce Wayne's like, I don't understand. That would be if they did that for Superman. It would very much be like, can we just talk to Superman about maybe some due process?
Yeah,
and he like gather evidence when he's doing this because like when we get to court, it's literally him who doesn't show up.
Yep.
Versus our clients.
Mm-hmm.
So
because he's busy.
These vigilantes need to pick it up a little bit. They need to learn some criminal law.
Yeah, they do. They're
just like breaking it. It's hypocritical. He's
They
getting
just
it.
Robin's
They just
new
like
purpose.
they just
Like
like
Batman
needed
is
a
for all the
criminal.
criminals, but he's a criminal.
Let's face fact. I love Batman. I'm going to speak. I mean, it won this week. I'm going to speak very highly of this movie. But if we're being for real, like he's a criminal. Like this
exactly.
Isn't good.
He is.
His whole line, like Superman, I'm like, you're from another planet. You have insane powers. I'd rather you use them for good. I'm not going to bitch at you. But Batman, you're a dude. You're a dude who could just become a cop or pay the cops more. I don't know how you want to do it, but you go out there and you're just pummeling people. You're a mental health risk.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't
what
care if
you
they
are.
die.
Yeah, yeah, and especially in that movie.
Especially in '89 when we get to that, which will be soon.
Oh, it's just I don't know. It's like the whole process of it is like I'm glad they exist. They're fun to watch, but in real life, Batman would be problems.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, did you commit this crime? Yeah, but I got strangled. So do I really have to go to jail for it?
Yeah, or like Batman whooped his ass.
Or a batarang in your ass.
Like,
I
what
like
did he
when
do?
Batman became more serious, they had to make the cops as corrupt as possible.
Yep.
Like they're straight up murdering people every day.
I mean,
At least
There's
Batman
corruption.
doesn't kill.
Based on a true story.
oh shit.
But-
Oh shit. Superman and Lois flying like this, holding hands and
Yeah,
shit.
dude. I was like, my wife was sitting there, and I was like, I'm watching it. I look at her. I go, "How is she flying now?" She goes, "She's not. She was like, because it didn't click real quick." She was like, "No, he's holding her up." I was like, "No." If he just had her by the hand, gravity would have pulled her fucking down.
Mm-hmm.
She would have went bye-bye. And because he's strong, he would have had her by the hand and yanked her back up. He would have fucking ripped her arm off.
Yeah, like I said, the science in this isn't perfect.
I love it because who made fun of it? Was it Robot Chicken or something? Where someone fell off the roof and when Superman catches it, what really happens? Just fucking turned to goo. Just blew apart in his hand.
That was probably Robot Chicken. Oh, I love Robot Chicken for that stuff right there. For that stuff,
I know
right
Big
there.
Bang Theory also talked about like the science of like if Lois is falling, he would have to decelerate.
That's right. Yeah.
Level, or she would like be three. You know, he would stick his arms out and she would be like three pieces.
Yep.
I listen. Just it's fucking super. Shut up.
I know. It's fine.
At least the argument for Batman is he does punch people too much.
Yeah.
Like he does. Like he is beating everyone up.
Yes, he is. He is.
Superman, it's like
I'm Batman.
dude's from another planet. Like,
but listen, you could say he's from another planet. Yes, he has all these powers, but as far as like learning everything else, he from him being a baby to an adult, he was raised with humans. He didn't even know what the hell he was for years. So
yeah, but he could still do that stuff.
Yeah,
no, I get that. But I mean, like, it's like, yo, listen, man, all this extra flying shit you're doing, you just cut it out. Just walk. Call the cops. Run.
What I don't get. How much older than Lois was he? Because Lois was the little girl on the train in the beginning.
Thank you. Yes. What the fuck happened?
I don't know, but they look around the same age. Like
If
I get
they
Superman
did, Lana
ages
Lane.
lower.
Lana's in this too, right? They mentioned Lana.
Yeah, actually, it's not the same actress who plays her in the third one. Annette O'Toole, who played the mom.
She's
in
a
Smallville.
teenager in school. She's supposed to be the same age as Lois, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. Like you can't judge on Smallville. Smallville took a lot of liberties.
Oh, okay.
Like they introduced a lot of characters that probably shouldn't have gone to Smallville.
That confused the shit out of me. I was like,
Green Arrow lives in Smallville. Like, it's like, what are we doing here?
I was like, what? Lois 13, a reporter, or is the 13-year-old?
Well, I would say he was like 15, 16, let's say, right?
Yeah.
She had to have been like 7 or 8. Which fine, but if I think about it now, like Superman after college does go out and travel. He learns a lot of things. That was like his whole. That's how he gets the job at the Daily, because he goes out as a freelancer, and also he like learns how to use his powers better and things like that. He takes that time, like Batman did, for that 7 years.
I was going to say, doesn't
age slower too? So
doesn't.
Oh,
so
okay, that's it. That explains it. Age slower.
I think there was a reference to this. Like he figures out the Fortress of Solitude. Does he not? Did they reference him spending like 12 years just studying?
maybe I don't remember, so I'm not 100% sure.
I feel like they
I think
referenced
it
him
was.
spending
Yeah,
like
'cause they're
12
like-
years there just studying his powers and stuff like that.
Yep. Basically, like training.
Yeah, no, I do. In the comics, he does train. He goes off and he learns how to become a really good reporter. Like I said, he works freelance, also as a photographer, goes around, and that's how, like, when he gets to Metropolis, he's like a get for them. They were very happy to get him. They've portrayed it differently as time gone on, but like it was like, oh, he's like really doing well globally. He's been going all around. Now she's the top reporter in the world. Like she's better than him. But he was somebody, and they wanted to team him up with her because he was so well versed traveling the world, and so was she. She understood, and was just a great reporter. But it is kind of funny that like her Pulitzer Prize that she wins, because that's what Lois becomes famous for, is their first night together, which was that dinner. I was like, you didn't do anything in this movie to get a Pulitzer Prize. Like you kind of learned some things. It's like this was not a Pulitzer Prize winning article.
He knows what color your underwear is.
Pink.
I bet that wasn't reported.
It wasn't.
That probably wasn't in the article. No.
Superman's like he's peeking at her undies, getting
That's
kissed while he's knocked out. Like
letting her know she doesn't have lung cancer yet.
Yeah, he's a complicated guy. He's a complicated guy.
I still think this is the best looking suit
Okay.
on the big screen. Out of all of them, I think there's been some great ones, but I think the mix of Christopher Reeve and the amount of work he put in to look like Superman, working out, lifting weights, everything. Like he lifted with like Arnold. Arnold was teaching him and such and he's like 6'4". He got jacked out for this. But that and the suit, the colors, the way it works, like I know it's a product of its time. Like that suit probably wouldn't work today. But I think just the fact that it was a man underneath that suit, not pads, and it looked the way it did. Like even the red underwear, everything. Like I just think it looks fantastic. Like it's
okay.
And he was such a great
in the suit when he jumps out the window, and his clothes magically turns into the suit.
Oh
yeah. or the revolving doors.
The revolving doors. I'm like, where's your other clothes? What the fuck just happened?
You're not alone. My 9-year-old was like, he doesn't do that, and I'm like, I know.
So it's funny you bring that up though, James, especially when he flies down like that, jumping down, whatever. First thing I thought of, I was like, Batman 66 did this part better. It was just funnier. It was cooler. I liked it, but I know they slid down the poles and it was different like that. But I was like, I just like that better for that part right there. The whole running around in the thing, I wasn't really that mad at. I wasn't even thinking, because that's a badass. Yeah, it's a badass suit. That didn't bother me too much. I was thinking of the whole phone booth thing. So I was like, that doesn't bother me.
Well, they referenced it. He thought there was a phone booth, but it was just a payphone. He was like, fuck. That's why he had to go to the doors.
I think if you don't, like in the revolving door one, I think that if you didn't see him go literally from suit to suit, and like it was just like a red, or it was like a brown, like sort of like swirl, then turns red, that would be fine. I would have done the other one where he's dropping differently. Maybe like he goes down a stairwell and we watch him speed down a stairwell into the suit. Something a little more creative in that realm and not so fantastical. But again, I guess I forgive a lot in these movies because of goddamn giant ass Nate plate that he throws. I just
hold up, Mick. I want to add on to this. That part there, him going out the window like that, a little bit kind of reminds me of, just as far as like how he changes in the suit on jumping out the window, kind of makes me going back to Batman 66. Okay, Robin, let's be inconspicuous and climb out this window. They not only do it, but just to announce it, like nobody else can hear you.
In a city called Metropolis. a man falls out of a window and nobody notices.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I was just like, you're
No,
right.
because it all adds on and connects to it. It's just hilarious. Like them climbing down that building. Nobody's seeing them climb. Let's say because when they walked in the room, when they first walked in the room earlier in the movie, and all the people were talking all different languages. I forgot what they called it. What they called the whole meeting. But they weren't paying attention to who was in the room anyway. So I'll give them that. But in a busy ass city, people just climbing down a building. You're not gonna. And it wasn't like it was like 4 stories. That shit was high as shit.
Dude, it's Batman and Superman's way of Irish goodbying. I do like that they changed. Like, if you think about Batman movies all the way forward, he does just disappear when you.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that first one, for them to be like,
great.
maybe a more inconspicuous route, Robin, and then they're climbing down the fucking window.
Literally after they've been filling in the entire world about the status of what they're doing.
There's still cameras in there.
And the door was right behind him, which made it even funnier. That's why I'm not mad at it. I was like, yo, there's a door. Literally, you could just sneak out, just go out the door quietly, close it, and boom. No, let me go walk over here, jump out the window.
At the end of this, can we rate the suits, the Batmobiles, all of the different things?
Sure.
I'd love to get everybody's perspective after we watch them back to back.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Because this isn't my favorite Superman, but this is one that I hold special.
Yeah.
And Christopher Reeve will always have a very special place in my heart as Superman. Nice. And Street Smarts. Was it Street whatever? That one where he did that movie, so he did Superman 4. Or he did Superman 4 so he could do that movie where it's him and Morgan Freeman. He plays a reporter who goes undercover in the hood. And Morgan Freeman plays a pimp.
I've never heard of that.
Streetwise or something like that. I can't remember the name of it.
That sounds interesting. That sounds interesting, though. But before we move on, does anybody have anything else they want to say about?
No, I'm good. It's fun. Superman? It's a classic.
Yeah, don't take my my opinion on this one. I'm jaded from my childhood having to watch it. It's a decent movie. It's got legends in it. It's just too campy for me, and that was what the same problem with the Batman was. You know what I mean?
Last week, yeah.
It's just it just always kind of was like ha 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 ha.
Like every superhero was campy back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, that was the comic books, and so as we go into Batman, just to kind of preface it, because I do have points to bring up about that and why that is so much darker of a tone.
Which I
and it's directly influenced by the change in the tones of comic books. The Dark Knight Returns came out in '86, and that was such a massive hit. And if I suggest, like, if you guys aren't fans of comic books, read that at least. It's one of the quintessential Batman books, and it sees Batman return after years of being away. He got older, and the town is just overrun, and it's gritty, and it's dark, and it's rough, and he has to come back and straighten things out. And it was a complete 180 from that, like, stop it or we'll take you down, Batman, sort of situation. But it was all across the board. Every hero was like that. After that, they knew they had to go, because comic books had just at that point gone darker. That was like, we're going to start telling real stories and stuff, especially Marvel. So like when they got to 89, they were like this. That's why Tim Burton was one of the big ones to come in, because they were afraid at first that Tim Burton was going to be too campy. But when he ultimately made it dark, like it worked. It really hit. So
nice.
Holy feud, Batman.
That's all I had on that. Well, no, I actually have more on Batman, but we'll get to that.
What'd you say?
Holy feud, Batman. Where he does that shout out, like Robin shouts out. He says the stupid sayings in the 66.
Oh yeah.
A
lot of that shit. But just since we're hopping on over to
John Silver's.
You got to remember though, like if he didn't do that, what would Robin's place be? And Robin was the one that all the kids identified with when they were watching it. They looked up to Batman. Robin was like, "Oh, anybody could be Robin under that mask."
I don't know, but there was a whole bunch of adults looking at a child in underwear.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not a problem. I'm saying though, if he didn't have those lines, he wouldn't have a part.
True.
Robin's supposed to be the paralegal. Robin, am I going to get sued for this? Well, statistically speaking, Batman. Damn it.
We're gonna owe Long John Silver some money.
Oh shit! But going on over to Batman, James, what do you give this one?
Listen, this has a special place, like Mick says, one of his quotes was a special place in my heart. I love this movie. I watched it so many times. It's a 10.
Yep. Stories?
I don't even know how many times I've seen this, but it's weird. Every time I start this, I'm like, I don't know if I'm as excited to watch this as I was before. And then it keeps going, and I get more excited as it goes on, and I get hooked again on like all the actors' portrayals of the characters, particularly Jack Nicholson and the Joker. Like, he's fucking insane in this movie. So I'm going with a 9.
Okay, nice. Gamer?
This is nostalgia for me through and through. Watching it today, the darkness, thinking about the animated series. This is for me a 10.
Nice.
Mick? Even with its flaws.
It's the best Batman movie. And now I understand there's been serious Dark Knight. As much as I love it, I do think if this isn't first in Batman, it's at the very least second. This is a brilliant movie. Everything that went into it. It's not a 10 out of 10. It has its issues for me, but I'm gonna go 8.5. I have a feeling I'm gonna end on 9.
Okay. I gave this one a 10 as well. This one and Returns are my favorite Batman movies as far as live action stuff of all time. My favorite Batman anything besides Batman animated series. This is a 10 for me. Just the nostalgia, yes. And then it was just one of those movies that I just always enjoyed. Like this is one of my, I've been saying this for, not a lot of movies, but a handful of movies lately. This one, I'll say with Returns too, just because we're gonna be doing it next week, are some of my favorite movies of all time. And something that like every time, like I put this movie on yesterday, right? And I was like, I'm so fucking happy. I said it out loud. Mind you, I was watching this by myself. Said this out loud. I could have just thought it, but I was like, I'm so happy I'm watching this movie right now. Because it was just one of those movies. Every single time I watch this movie, it's this. And then that's what I thought. I was like, it's this, it's Returns, it's the OG Ninja Turtles, it's White Fang, and it's Lion King. I'm always happy as shit when I push play watching these movies. And fucking you could just see the flaws in it. And I won't even talk story about whatever. I'll talk just visuals alone. Just visuals like the bat plane, like the flying scenes in this, like all that.
I had that toy, man. I had that plane.
I was not mad. At the same time, I'm like, you know what? This came out in 1989. We're in 2026 now,
bro.
Who cares? Who cares? Like, I'm not mad at that. This movie's damn near 40 years old. I cannot be mad at that.
I forgot to pull it out, but I actually still have it. I
prefer you didn't.
Same.
Shut up. I'm not James at a park. I have the Batman bank from
me too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And
you still
from
have
this
it,
movie.
No, I'm stupid. I break shit and blow it up.
This is 100% my favorite Batmobile.
Oh yeah,
I love this Batmobile. Like everything about this movie, and actually, I have a feeling I'm going to get hit real soon. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to run down the things I have, and then we talk about them if you want, or don't talk about them. That's fine. I don't care. First, the black suit. This was the birth of the black suit, which is iconic.
Yep.
Also, I'm Batman. That line was ad-libbed, and
Batman.
Everyone uses it now. So Michael Keaton, thank you for that.
Let's go nuts as well.
Yep. Let's go nuts. I love it. Ever dance with the devil in pale moonlight? I love
that.
Love that.
And I figure we'll talk about all that. These are just facts about it, like Prince and the Danny Elfman soundtrack, where Danny Elfman did the score and Prince did, of course, the soundtrack with the songs. This is one of the first movies to actually have that, where it had dual soundtracks, where they would work together on that. Jack Nicholson's deal, like we talked about Marlon.
He got merchandise, right? He went with merchandise.
he actually went with he took a lower salary of $6 million. For him, that was a cut. Like, he was a huge star, especially in the 80s.
Yeah.
And yes, to your point, he in exchange for a massive percentage, and it was massive. I think it was like 25% or something like that, of the gross, box office gross, merchandise, licensing, and it earned him anywhere at, like, it's estimated between $50 and $90 million.
That's wild.
Genius.
Which by today, adjusted for inflation, is $157 million.
That's cool.
Genius. Before you go on your next one, like, it
I'll be
makes
right
me
back.
think of Jason Weaver, who sang all the songs in the original Lion King as far as Simba when he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So his mother was like, instead of getting paid for this movie, we want royalties. So like, he's still getting, I believe he's still getting money to this day from that movie, which is just genius, because you don't know how big that movie is going to be. And at the time, I know it was like one of Disney's biggest movies for a while. So for that, that's just, which I don't understand why him and Jonathan Taylor Thomas, like, he could have did the whole thing, did the singing and the, I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying, but
yeah, you know why.
Well, I know why. And I mean, never mind.
Well, this is just to finish it off. The Batman killing in this movie was controversial for the time. Originally, Sean Young was supposed to be Vicky Vale. She broke her arm beforehand, and she went sort of crazy afterwards because she tried to get into Catwoman after that. Robin Williams was originally offered the role of Joker.
I think I knew that one.
But when he hesitated, Jack Nicholson immediately started going for it. So they think it was because they wanted Nicholson. They used Robin Williams.
Like bargain or to
make him interested in the part.
Exactly.
To make Nicholson want the part.
He was supposed to be a part of it. Robin Williams, they wanted him initially when the first choice, when they were writing this, before Tim Burton even came anywhere near it, turned it down. And that was Bill Murray. They wanted Bill Murray to play Batman. They were going to do a more campy-ish style.
I've heard that. I've heard that. I heard that. I remember hearing that.
I am so happy. I want to speak on that. I am so fucking happy that it did not go that route. I am so happy that they got Tim Burton on this. I'm so happy that it went the route it did, because had Bill, and I'm not saying he can't act. I'm not saying that he's not the greatest, but him playing Batman would not have been great. I think it would hurt. I think it would have hurt Batman.
But it would have been a tone of Batman that was closer to 66.
Yeah.
So not agreeing and not disagreeing with what you're saying, or saying like it would have been. I'm glad we got what we got, but like I do, at least it wasn't for this.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Michael Keaton a controversial choice at the time?
Yeah, that was one of my next ones. Just one before that, this was the introduction of the grappling hook, the grappling gun. He had the hook beforehand, but yes, to end it off, so I figured we could talk about it. Michael Keaton was 100%. He got up to 50,000 protest letters to fire him. Nobody wanted him to be. It was in massive interviews. People were rejecting him after the movie came out. History is proven otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
And just
what
because
did
we're
he
on
do?
that,
Why did everybody hate him?
Well, he was known more of a comedic actor at the time.
Oh,
right?
But I mean, to say something about that as well. As far as Keaton goes, live action, again, besides the animated series, like I said, the animated series is my favorite and everything. But live action, he's my favorite Batman, and it's not even close. Like, it's not even close. But and I mean, a chunk of it could be because of growing up with it and all that, and nostalgia of it. And we got like the first. I'm not counting the '66 one. We got like the first Batman that we know today live action movie in '89. As far as the Batman that we know as of today, even though he evolved some, but that's like that one people were, we got
the right Batman at a time where Gotham needed an enema, according to the Joker.
That too.
Oh, did you know before Sean Young, who was dating Tim Burton at the time, was going to get the role of Vicky Vale, but Michael Keaton was dating Michelle Pfeiffer at the time. And they asked her to audition, and she turned it down, saying it would be awkward. So rest is history. Catwoman. We'll talk about that one next week, I guess.
Yeah, I want to say this. I'm glad she turned that role. I'm glad she turned this role down and was Catwoman, because her as Cat. Oh my gosh, man.
Fair, but Vicky Vale. I mean, Kim Basinger is amazing.
Yeah, she was.
Oh no. That's what I'm
really
saying. We
smoking
got.
hot.
Oh no, I'm
Michelle
just saying I'm
Pfeiffer
in
as
love with Vicky
Catwoman.
Vale.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, same, but that love is going to
Such a
change.
great name.
When we get to Batman Returns, we'll fall all in love again just with Catwoman.
Hey, just remember, you never rub another man's rhubarb.
You definitely shouldn't do that.
This
Unless you're into that stuff.
This was an interesting one. I know we go on. I mean, everything in this movie is fantastic, but I also love the addition of taking away from the killing of Thomas and Martha Wayne from Joe Chill and giving it to this Jack Napier, that was not the original intention for the Joker. We had no background. They made it up for this movie. So
that is one thing. I think my favorite part of this, the original Batman, is the way they developed the Joker. Like, I feel like a lot of people get skeptical now when you bring in a big name to play a role in a movie like this, because you're like, you literally just hired him for the name. I feel like that's going to be your first impression if you hear something like that in any movie these days. You bring in, like, this was a different time for sure, but Jack Nicholson is one of the biggest stars in the world in 1989. You're bringing him in, and like, he overshadows Michael Keaton for sure. But the way they developed the Joker in this, like, I'm annoyed at first when I see him. Like, I don't know what it is about Jack Nicholson. Like, yeah, he's great, but I've just never been a huge cheerleader for him.
He's as a human being, not great.
No,
but as an actor, I've everything I've loved him in.
And honestly, coming off of all the Stephen King movies and watching fucking The Shining. Like, you see a lot of the insanity he pulled from The Shining, and I can see it going into his Joker character in this. But the way he plays the character, he slowly gets more insane. Like, after, like, you start him off as the gangster, he gets dumped into the vat of toxic waste, which for some reason, by the way, just randomly runs into the river. Seems like everybody in that town should be turning into the fucking Joker. If that's the case.
True.
And the creepiness of the makeup, man. I loved the makeup, like his fucking creepy ass smile when he didn't have white face on, for lack of a better term. Like, when he was trying to have your normal white skin look, like, that fucking creeped me out. And he's slowly getting more insane, and he's playing I don't know. Like I said at the beginning when I gave this the 9.
Yeah,
character development was big in this movie.
It really was. It really was. And again, just speaking on the Joker, I do agree with you. Like, yes, he seems silly, but like an insane silly. So it was like a creepy, scary, silly, insane. And I'm just like,
not that silly. That's like, oh, I'm comfortable with this. You're always uncomfortable with it.
No, it wasn't like, I don't want to say, like, if we go back again, going back to last week's Joker was silly as hell. Just a goofy, silly kind of cartoony Joker. And this here was if you want to call him silly, it was a dark, sadistic kind of.
Well, that I do agree. I think silly does work with how he reacts to everything.
Yeah.
But the sadistic side works. Like you saying, like Cesar Romero and Batman 66. I would never feel in danger with that guy.
No.
How many people did they kidnap and they basically left?
I'm like, who the hell is this fool?
Like,
this guy I felt in danger with. Like, there was as ridiculous. It was the perfect blend of ridiculous and seriousness when they take over the museum and he sits down to dinner with Kim Basinger, Vicky Vale. I'm like, he's leaving the gas mask they ever heard to put on and stuff like that. And the parade. And when Batman comes in, one of my favorite points or scenes with him and interacting with like his henchmen, when Batman comes in, takes the balloons with his Batwing, he's like, why didn't you tell me he had that? Like, he's annoyed. And then when he shoots Bob, like his sidekick, he's like, give me your gun. And then he just shoots him. After building him up as his number 1 for the movie. I'm like, that was just fucking hysterical.
One of the iconic scenes I love, I remember all the time, is when he's coming with the bat plane and Joker pulls out that long ass
giant
I was like, yo, that shit is badass.
and it worked too with like again the tone of the ridiculously long gun because it's silly, but then it's like a strong, powerful gun. So it's like okay, and like the silly part of him pulling out of his pants and all that. But I'm like, okay, this shit has some power, and he's really trying to end Batman. This isn't like no cartoony shit where you crash and all. No, yes, he did crash and all that, but he was trying to like literally like end him.
We're glossing over the idea that he was poisoning the entire city with a parade.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's silly.
Throwing money out to keep him there.
And again, listen, I'm gonna throw, what do you say, $20 million or $2 million over the city? Dude, announcing this, I'm gonna throw $2 million over the city, and like talking shit about that. Throw some shit. What does Batman do for you guys? He doesn't poison you. He doesn't poison you. He might break your ribs and your jaw, but he's not poisoning the whole city.
True.
Like I don't know, they just portrayed the Joker's insanity in this so well. When they're in the bell tower and he's fucking dancing with Vicky Vale while Batman is trying to fight off the henchman. I'm like, that was funny, and it just works. You're bouncing back and forth between the violence and him swinging her around with like this fucking dance music in the background. I'm like, this is crazy.
Let's even jump back to which I know we briefly talked on it when him and his crew are in there and they're tearing up the museum. That is such a fun scene. That or just throwing the paint and just cutting shit. And then there was one that Bob was about to cut with. He's like, "No, I like this one." It was like a dark painting. Like, I like this one. Leave this one alone.
That's the actually a couple of things. The painting where he paints on it and it's the guy standing there. That shows up in the movie Joker on Arthur's wall, which I thought was a cool connection. But like that's my bucket list now. If and when everything evens out and we're taking the T name off of everything, that's what I want. I want to be put in charge, and I just want to play party man as I do it.
It's funny. So you know what's funny, Mick? Because I was laughing at that part even more than what I usually do because I know you said me and you know we were talking behind the scenes. Or you said this. You said that, and I just started chuckling to myself like when you were saying it, and then seeing that part in the movie, I'm like, "Yo, he has a point. This would be fun as shit just to do in general, but for that, playing the same song, just."
So like, I feel like you got Prince. It works. Every song works.
I'll even say everybody dress up as the Joker, or at least wear the mask and just doing that shit.
I will
like,
say,
this one, it'd be a picture of Obama. Like this one, no, leave that one alone. I like that one.
But I will say this: when we come back to the movie, and everything that goes on in it. I know I said Nicholson is not a great person. I did get to meet him, and he was one of the nicest people to me. And I did want to point that out because, to me personally, I think he was a great actor, and he was always nice to me. So that. Also, this is Matthew Modine's Batman. I asked him once. I was watching Pacific Heights with him, and he was in that movie with Michael Keaton. And, I was like, so who's your favorite Batman you worked with? Because he was in The Dark Knight Rises, too. And he goes, what do you mean? I was like, well, you're in this movie with Michael Keaton. He goes, yeah, but who else? I was like, The Dark Knight Rises. And he was just like, oh, yeah. And so, like, he told some funny stories from that. And I'll tell that story when we get to that movie. But he did say about Michael Keaton, he's the guy.
Oh, yeah. I feel like with Keaton, he just set this bar. First of all, he came out at the perfect time. But I feel like he just set this bar, especially him being doubted for this one here, and then he just set this bar and this tone with He might not be he's my favorite all around. But he might not be the best Bruce Wayne, but he's definitely the best Batman in my opinion. And like this tone that we just kind of. To where even with the night, I'm not saying it's the exact same tone. And again, this is my favorite Batman, Kevin Conroy, from the animated series. But the tone of them was very, very similar. It's just the voice, of course, it was different with the sound, voice, this, that, and the third. But the tone was very, very similar with that dark kind of tone. And it just, with this, it just worked so well. The music, with this music, just everything about this movie, I love. And again, you can complain about the visuals, but again, it came out in 1989. It's not like in 2026 this movie's automatically going to look visually better. And it's not
have
terrible.
A lot of complaints about the visuals of this movie.
It's still really good. I mean,
it is. But I'm saying though, like again, when I was looking at like the scenes like with the flying and the back like paint, like really, again, as a kid, I'm just paying attention to Batman and the plane. as an adult now and a critic, I'm looking at everything, like looking at the background, looking at the whole scene. And I'm just saying, as far as like visual, just because of technology, that's all I mean by that. I don't mean
the only thing I will add, though, this being a Tim Burton movie and knowing him now after all of these years, I come to expect, like, I see what you're saying, because if you look at a lot of the covered shots of the city streets or the rooftops and stuff, it's art. It's just all painted.
Yeah.
I think that, honestly, I think because it's him, it's beautiful. I'm glad it's that, because it adds that richness. It actually feels like a comic book almost in certain times. Mm-hmm. Having that almost like on print, sort of feel. But also the idea of like Tim Burton took this aesthetic so seriously. And it won an Oscar, I believe. It either won or was nominated for an Oscar for art direction.
Yeah.
So I think the art direction in this enhances every scene. Like, yeah, some things are embellished, but in such a beautiful Batman way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the flip side of that coin, and maybe this only enhances the argument to the job that was well done, is as I'm watching, I'm taking in the whole Gotham environment, and when they're having these scenes talking about the parade they want to do and everything, I'm like, this place looks so goddamn colorless and dreary. I can't imagine living here.
Mm.
But at the same time, I'm not saying it doesn't look unrealistic.
New York City. But I don't need. I honestly, I think this was the biggest influence on the cartoon, the animated series, as we talked about, because the town sort of looks like Gotham, and that sort of looks like this one. It's a little more clear and has more of a 40s aesthetic, but I felt like it really worked. This being grimy the way it was, we have to remember it for the time that it was too. Like, you had Metropolis, we were just talking about 78, which was sort of New York at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very clearly mirroring a New York in the 80s, like how dark it was in the 80s, and the 70s was dark too, but we're watching Superman in the sky. We're not watching street level shit, like this here.
And I didn't mean to cut you off, but man, we're watching Superman during the day, Batman's at night. So even if it's in like a shitty town city, at night is when the shit really goes, you know what I mean? It's when it's real scary. And what I love about this movie too, I love the gothic look through Batman. Like, I love the gargoyle, like all that shit on the buildings and stuff. Like, I'm like, I wish we had that around here. I love that.
That's just Tim Burton's style.
I know, I love it though.
You're going to get even more annoyed with me about how I can tie this in to Jersey City.
It works, and it just, especially for, like, again, the dark, the brooding thing of Batman, it just works. It works perfect. Like, I could see I'll say animated when I say this, crossover of Batman and the Gargoyles and probably not even be mad at it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh yeah. In fact, if Gargoyles never got a movie, this would, like, a gothic type look for that would be very cool.
I heard that's coming out. They're making a live action.
Listen, unless Frakes is back to play Xanatos, I'm out.
Right? That's what's up.
I may be jumping ahead, and maybe this is a question towards when we get to the end of this Batman vs Superman series. Does Michael Keaton coming back in The Flash or any of the plans they had diminish his career as Batman?
Nope.
I would say no, and I haven't seen those movies, but I would say no only because of, I'll just speak for us five sitting here. For just us five, we love this Batman, so it's like any chance we get to see him again in something, it's like, they brought back fucking Michael Keaton. It's like, that hell yeah.
I thought he didn't miss a step in that Flash movie. He was the best part about it, and I just feel like he was misused in it, and maybe it hurts the legacy of how they killed him off in that. But, and I don't care, fucking spoilers for a shitty movie.
I'm not looking for deep answers right now. I'm just saying.
No, fair. That's fair, but I don't think it hurt at all.
And I'll even say this, because I feel like it's kind of similar with music too. Stories is to when you see something like that and you enjoy it, but then like somebody younger that hasn't grown up on this 89 Batman or maybe never seen it, and they see him like, oh, that's cool, this, that, and the third. Like, listen, he has his own movies too. You can go check out these two movies right here. They're freaking awesome.
I just reminded myself of when people thought they Post Malone discovered Ozzy Osbourne because they had him sing on a fucking track.
And somebody thought that some chick discovered Missy Elliott like a year or two ago. I'm like,
by the way, I like that song, Chris.
I'm not saying it was a bad song. I would remember reading fucking like Twitter reactions like, how did Post Malone discover this 80-year-old English guy?
And it's like, listen, the thing is, it's like you guys have this thing called YouTube. You could just type in like, oh shit, it's Post Malone featuring. You said whoever you said, Ozzy Osbourne. Let me just type in Ozzy, and boom, there's a shit ton of music. And fucking okay, he came out in this time, this, that, and the third. It's like, oh yeah, same with Batman. Just go back in time and look.
Holy shit!
You have the internet, peeps.
Really back up to Mick real quick. Can I guess how it's connected to Jersey City?
Yeah. There's
crime.
Nope. It's because when Joker released all the gas, the whole city smelled like ass. Just
You're
like
a fucking
you.
dick. No. In one of these movies, I can't remember. It wasn't this one. It's either in the next one or I think Batman Forever, one of them, where they show a map. Metropolis isn't where New York City is, and Gotham is in Jersey City, and that was widely considered how it was.
You know how funny it would be though if this map is what it's Batman Forever, a Batman and Robin.
Well, here's the thing. I grew up in Jersey City. Oh, sorry.
I always thought Gotham was New York and Metropolis was DC.
Well, no, DC has always existed because the White House and everything. They've always had that.
True. That's true.
But I don't.
Where's Star City?
I thought Gotham was like in Chicago, like in Illinois.
It's changed since then. I'm just talking about in these movies in particular. Like that was where they were on the map. Mm-hmm. Some alarming news. There's some pretty big breaking news. Do you guys want me to share it on here?
Yeah.
Yep.
The White House Correspondence Center was shot up.
No way.
And I'm not kidding. Like I just got a text, and then I went and I checked it. He had to be evacuated. So, if you haven't heard it yet, that's news.
Yeah, of course.
If Batman was there, though, or Superman,
that wouldn't have happened.
That would not have happened. Well, maybe with Batman.
Well, he's an illegal alien, so they would have shipped him out, and then
tried to.
No, because he's there doing the American way.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. But no, I listen. I'm sorry. I just wanted to break that news since it was right there, and I felt like it was huge news. I'm happy to talk about it if you guys want that. But if you want to go back to Batman, I'll segue back. I have a story.
Hey, we should probably go back to Batman for this.
All right, segueing back to Batman. James, you might remember. Chris, how old are you?
Which one?
Yeah, 39.
27.
20, you look like you're fucking 27.
He's 46. Don't let him lie to you, Mick.
Oh, shut up. You call me 58.
You are. 58 at 6'8".
89 was I think James will at least remember this. Batman was everywhere.
Oh, 100%.
You could not.
Happy Meals.
Dude, Happy Meals doesn't even break where every story went into buttons,
everything,
stickers.
I was obsessed with it.
I had a Batman gold ring and a Batman gold 18-karat fucking chain piece.
Oh, nice.
Dude,
everywhere.
I had all the toys.
They called it Bat Fever. It was on. They talked about it all over. It was huge. The merchandise. So when we're talking about Jack Nicholson getting a piece of that,
he was the
especially if leading up to the movie was huge with merchandise. Imagine what it was after.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this movie had to have been just a cash cow. It was the second highest grossing movie of the year behind Last Crusade.
Wow.
I mean, this was.
It blew up more than the Last Crusade because, like you said, all the merch and everything was everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, Indiana Jones was pretty well established by that point.
Yeah, man. That's when
was there a true summer blockbuster before this?
Oh yeah, that started. Summer blockbuster started with Star Wars.
But as big as this though. Long lines and all of that stuff, all that craziness. I mean, I know Star Wars was nuts, but
Jaws is where it started. The term blockbuster, which is the long lines. That was where it was birthed. there were a lot of, I mean, there were movies back in the day that had long lines, but it wasn't until Psycho where it really became prevalent because that invented showtimes. Before then, they just ran movies all day, and you just had to catch the cycle. They needed to have showtimes because he didn't want anybody coming in late and having the movie ruined. So that was when they instituted that, and that's when the lines were around the block. So
that's awesome.
Exorcist had a lot of long lines around the block too.
Oh yeah.
And again, like it would be cool. Like I wish I can go back in time, like right now, and watch this '89 movie in theaters when it first came out. I'll say twice. Once seeing it for the first time in '89 like that. I know you were there, Mick, but not all of us were adults in '89.
I know exactly where I was the day this came out.
I'll say
beyond it.
I'll say one, go back as an adult and watch it like with the knowledge I have now, but like seeing everybody else in the theater, their reactions for it. And two, going back and watching it as an adult in '89 for the very first time, like ever, but grown, more understanding what's going on in the film and all the other stuff. I think it would be awesome.
I wish I could go back in time just to get my toys.
Was it?
I had so much Batman merch.
I have Batman somewhere. I have the figure somewhere.
I got Batman shit around here.
Yeah, I have a couple.
That's crazy. Now that I'm thinking about it, like this may be one of my first remembrances of being in a movie theater that I remember. Now that I'm thinking about it,
damn.
Like I remember the cups. I remember everything, man. That shit was crazy. The big ass screen, all black with the grays and the bats in the beginning, and the yellow tone and the big emblems turn.
The yellow emblem.
I'm getting chills again
everywhere.
I'm like, wait, I was 3.
Still my favorite emblem, by the way. That is such a great emblem.
Yeah, I like it too.
I didn't see this in theaters, and the reason why is June 23rd, 1989. My brothers both skipped school, and they went to go see this with some friends. And one of their friends, I think, got injured or something, and so they went along without him. But that created the trail of like their mom finding out, and then my dad. And then like I remember getting out of school, and I really was hoping to see this. I don't know if we were gonna go or not, but all I remember hearing was like, "Your brother skipped school to see that damn Batman. You gotta find them." And it was like literally just traveling around Jersey City looking for my brothers until they were gonna get their asses kicked.
The armpit of America.
You son of a bitch.
The only thing that would make that better is if your dad dressed up as Batman. You want to skip school?
How dare you?
Pray to me.
Alfred, I mean Mick, come over here.
Swear to me.
Mick, get the bat belt. Wait, what?
Get the bat belt.
You made me piss myself. Stop.
And back in '89, I don't know if it was like a belt, a belt wrapped around a bat. Mick, get the bat belt.
Dude, we got to stop doing this because when this show becomes like 3 hours, like I'm not gonna be able to handle myself.
Yeah.
I mean, we're having good conversations about these two movies, and
we are, but you make me piss myself. Stop.
That's fucking funny. That's funny. I mean, the Batman, both of these characters are nostalgic. Yes, Batman is way more nostalgic for me than Superman is, but I've seen Batman so many freaking times more than I've seen Superman. Like again, I haven't seen this Christopher Reeve Superman since I was a child. Yeah. So
I think
I watched Batman '89 twice today.
I think these movies kick off the more modern era for sure of cinematic these superheroes. Like yes, there was the Batman 66 and Superman and the Mole Man, if you want to call that a fucking movie. But like stuff that but in the cinematic era, this is the birth of the franchises for both Superman and Batman for me, for sure.
Definitely. I'll say for that, and from my knowledge only, and Mick, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as just superhero films in general, I mean, you can start with the two from last week, but I feel like if these two didn't do as well as they did, as far as I'll just say, even carrying out later years, they may not have been as popular as they are, these two, Superman and Batman specifically, because DC just makes just those movies for the most part. Like there's nobody else. But it's they really, really did something when Superman especially came out in '78 and this Batman came out in '89. Like they really, really did something to I mean, I'll even say Marvel should give credit to them to where people are still like really like, yo, we have to go see these movies. We have to go see these franchise movies, this and the third. And visually, whatever, they get better visually, not necessarily story-wise, but visually, whatever. I'm not even talking about that. But just they really had a huge fucking impact. And I think that's so awesome. Again, and it's starting like around Batman more so. Our era, yes, I was a baby then. I was 4 in 89, but still starting around that era of when we were born or little kids to like now, and you're still like, these movies are still fucking awesome. I'm not saying all of them, but it's like they're still awesome. You'll still go to see them or at least want to watch them when they come out. With these two specifically, I'm not even saying any other hero that comes out, with these two, like for me, Batman specifically, I try to see any Batman movie I can see. Everybody else, I'm not saying I'm not a fan, but I feel like I have to see Batman movies.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm like that with Spider-Man. Yeah, Batman, like me, everything really, because I fucking love this shit. But
yeah,
but this is Spider-Man's probably one where I don't want to miss one.
Exactly, me too on that one.
And Spider-Man is one that, which I know there's a couple I have to watch for, some of the newer ones. But Spider-Man's one where I haven't seen a Spider-Man movie I did not like. Yes, there's some I like more than others, but I don't hate any Spider-Man movie.
Hey man,
There's
Brand New Day is coming out within a day or two of my birthday, so that's where I'll be.
Nice.
That should be the new movies: Odyssey and fucking Brand New Day. Oh no, we're doing the Odyssey with following. Never mind.
Yeah, I just thought about something. Fucking Batman, Super Craze, help DC bring back that side, and then Marvel, Blade, the vampire killer.
You ain't wrong. Yeah. You ain't wrong.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And honestly, with both of those, they have like that darker tone as well. Which again, I love it because it just, for me, it makes more sense. Especially when all this craziness goes on. Like you have these villains literally trying to destroy either a city, town, or the world. So it's like there's gonna be some wild, dark shit going on. And I like how these movies, Batman specifically, and like you were saying with mentioning Blade, but Batman specifically, because we're talking about that tonight, has that really dark tone. And I do also like how, I guess you could say with Superman and Batman, it's kind of like the yin and the yang, but as far as like the dark and the light of certain things, the way they take care of shit. So that's kind of cool as well. But yeah, I really love this fucking Batman film, man. Batman 89 is just one of those.
And by the way, Batman villains are one of the most creative villain characters I've ever seen. They're so, and a lot of them are iconic. Clayface is even getting a movie.
Well, you got to chalk that up to James Gunn and his creativity in running this. He doesn't want to focus on just like he did Superman because he knew that's a linchpin character, and then Batman's coming too. But down the line, like he's like, we're not just going to go right back into it. There's another Batman movie coming out with patents, and so I love that like we are getting weird characters in like very niche movies. That's a horror movie. Horror movie.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We could do a good one with Victor Zsasz fucking being all nuts, or the TikTok man, right? Is that Zsasz?
Zsasz, I think, is the one that does the marks. Like
every
time he's a serial killer movie.
What about Scarecrow?
Scarecrow.
We did a really good Scarecrow Batman Begins.
Yeah.
But I mean more, But I agree with that, but I still wanted more from that scare. Like I want, like I'm saying, like a scare, like more of like a horror movie, like what they're doing with Clayface. Because just jump to the animated series real quick, and I'll do it again when we see Scarecrow and Batman Begins. But like all the stuff he did in the animated series, where he's giving you like these toxins to where your mind's playing tricks on you, you're seeing your biggest fears. You know how awesome of a horror movie that would make if you have the right people, doing it, the right people putting it together, direct writing and all that shit. That could be dope.
Scarecrow fucking beating Batman's ass by his mind. Like it's like the fear and everything. It really fucked him up. Yeah.
Which I think is just awesome. I think it's just awesome how with Scarecrow. I'd like to see a Scarecrow movie or more.
I would too if in a perfect world, but like
even if it's not
getting a Clayface one and he runs DC, not just like Batman. So like I don't see him hitting that too much.
And let's not jump to conclusion. Clayface could bomb.
I don't think it's gonna.
I don't think so either.
It doesn't feel like it. Like it felt like it was. Sometimes you get those feelings on those trailers.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this is gonna do well.
Oh man,
I'm looking forward to seeing Lobo, what they do with that.
Yeah, I am too. That's actually, I think, one of the last movies we're watching on this run.
Nice.
Yeah, that comes out in what, June, July?
June, yeah. The last week, so we're gonna have to watch it.
Speaking, I'm pretty sure I know what next week is, but is it Superman 2 and Batman Returns?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I put up a graphic.
Did you?
Yes, I do. There you go.
I fixed it.
Right. There you go.
Put the father and son in the. Oh, that's nice.
You and your son next to each other.
That's his picture of me taking him to the movie.
Friends on a
I got a tear in my eye for that.
He had to sit back there because he doesn't know how to act. You got to talk to him or squeeze his arm.
What he doesn't know is that my character is the only one that you could flip very
where
easily.
His hand is.
Lucky I don't like popcorn. You can't get me with that trick, Mick.
I'm not gonna cut a hole into these awesome popcorn buckets they're making. Are you crazy? Get your dick from somewhere else.
Oh shit!
All right,
Lord.
what else we got?
Honestly, we could talk about these. I got a feeling all night if we wanted to.
I really got.
So we got to decide where we got to cut off.
I mean, I wouldn't even say when we got to cut off. It's kind of like when the conversation starts to die down. Like we're kind of starting to go down now. So I'm like, we could kind of tie.
I did that on purpose. I said something fucked up just to sidetrack us.
This guy.
I have to pee.
That's why I
should I go take a break?
I gotta pee too.
Go pee.
Oh god.
See, listen, guys.
We'll wait.
We're almost done.
He's making
And
us
I
wait
got
because
a
we're
feeling-
white.
Are we?
This whole thing, we're going to have a lot of crazy conversations.
Oh yeah.
Good, and like
For the bad
fun,
ones.
like the bad ones, we're going to fucking tear into.
You just
them,
keep
I know
running
it.
your mouth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We are. I can't wait though. Like this one again. I'm so happy I watched this Batman '89
Get
movie.
some
I can't
adult
wait to watch
diapers up
Return.
in here.
You should. Yes. Listen.
Have you ever had the podcast with Sturdy and needed to pee? We'll get
Adult diapers.
I'm wearing them.
Send Mick and stories from a bar some adult diapers.
We get a
For
catheter
the show.
Or they could just be like me. I just said I'll be back. I couldn't hold it no more. I had to fucking go.
My God. Oh, yeah, but if we're so close to the end, I just want to
I know it's.
Oh,
if it
that's
was
true.
the middle, if it was the middle of the episode, sure.
Yeah.
Like we're at a point now. Like if I get off, I'm out. I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm done. This counts. I was here for the whole episode.
Yep.
All right, guys. All right. I guess we could wrap this one up. We can wrap this one up. Which none of us do that in real life, but whatever. Yeah, so people, we'll be back here next week.
We raw dogged your internet tonight.
Yep.
We did. Raw
I
dog the
wrapped it
internet.
with duct tape to give it some girth.
All right.
You see?
Good night, everybody.
I'm trying to wrap
Watch
up the
the sea
episode.
snobs. I
And
gotta
then-
take a piss.
Then they just keep going. So again, listen. Make sure you guys check out Fade Theory. Make sure you guys check out Worst Damn Gamer Ever. Make sure you check out
At Fate
Scene
Theory
Snobs.
Music. Just
at
put that in
Fade
there.
Theory Music. Go check out the Scene Snobs. They're gonna be live
my
this
bladder
Monday.
growing.
This Monday at 8:00
Unless
Eastern
I get
time.
uromycetitis poisoning and die.
You see? Again. You know what?
Oh my God! Stop making me laugh! Stop making me laugh! I gotta piss. Oh my God!
Oh, he's gonna go get.
Sometimes you got to mute the whites. Like I was saying, check all of us out. Check out Fade Theory. Check out Worst Damn Gamer Ever. Check out the Scene Snobs. Check out Stories from a Bar. Of course, every Thursday, 8:00 Eastern time. Check out Horror with Sir Sturdy. Be back here next Saturday at 8:00 for Popcorn and Pints, where we'll be reviewing Batman Returns and Superman Numero Dos. With that being said, thanks for popping by and peace, peace, peace.
Is this one gonna one I need?